danger of money is that you have a lot of people who believe that any activity, any decision, any move can be justified by money. And in fact, if you look at how hip hop got so toxic and got so ugly and got so anti-black and got so racist to the point where we got Ku Klux Klan members that are on the microphone now, literally rapping about killing black people, rapping about getting black people on drugs, rapping about black people throwing their money away, rapping about black people passing STDs to one another, rapping about black people making horrible decisions and leaving themselves in a bowl of ignorance. And at the end of the day, we still honor these individuals because they have money. Right. We see him driving something nice. We see him living in a big house. We see him flossing and stunting on TV. And, he's got 20 million followers, which, a lot of those people, white folks love him. So when white folks love something, we love it. Let's just be clear. You claim that you are anti-racist and, you don't like racism and discrimination, but you kind of love it. You kind of love white folks. You kind of admire black people when they get the love and respect of white people. You do. And so Snoop Dogg, unfortunately, and I'm not here to diss the guy. I'm not here to be mean, but I'm here to be honest. I'm not here to be mean, but I'm here to be honest. Snoop is a guy who has become kind of this lovable old black man who kind of represents a little bit of a minstrel show. That's what he does. He's this lovable Santa Claus-like figure. He comes in, he's always smiling and dancing. It's Snoop Dogg, and they just love it. I don't know why. They just love it, and it is, I would say, it does kind of come off as a Sambo routine. He fit well with the other comedians that performed at the Olympics. If you notice at the Olympics, there was him and there was Kevin Hart, and I think there was one other black man that was there to tell jokes. There's one other black man that was there to entertain, right? And here's the interesting thing about all of this. This is what you got to think about. And again, I don't care if you're pro-Trump, anti-Trump, pro-Biden, anti-Biden. I don't care about none of that. Here's the interesting thing about this. Whether you're talking about Trump, Biden, Harris, or anybody, they will gladly call a black man when they need somebody to perform. They'll gladly call a black man when they need somebody to bust a rap. They will gladly call a black woman when they need some twerking on stage. They will gladly call a black man when they need somebody who can tell jokes. But they rarely, if ever, call on the black community when they're trying to do serious things. Tell me if I'm right. Tell me if you agree. They rarely call on the black community when it's time to make policy. If you look at Trump's cabinet, ain't hardly no black people up in that cabinet. I think there's one guy who's a former athlete, and that tends to be the three things they see. This is the only three times they see black men. The only time they see black men is when we are rappers, comedians, or athletes. That's it. That's all they see. They don't see nothing else. So you have a role. You have a typecast. You are the hoe that is supposed to play her position. That's what you are. You play your position, and some of us play it well. Like, no. You're not supposed to be the maker of policy. We make the policy, boy. You need to get on stage and dance around and hold your blunt and rap about gangster shit, right? Which even demeans the credibility of the gang culture to me. I think it's even an embarrassment to that, right? You kind of turned it into this lovable, fun, really kind of like almost comical kind of thing. So when it comes to Snoop Dogg, look, if you want to know what I think about him performing for Trump, do I like it? No, I don't. But it ain't got nothing to do with Trump. I don't care if you like Trump or dislike Trump. How many of y'all saw all the black women that were on stage twerking for Kamala Harris? You had Megan Thee Stallion up there shaking ass, and next thing you know, you had a Glorilla. They like, I ain't got no nigga, ain't no nigga, ain't got me. Like, and they like that. They like hearing about your dysfunction.